Hi, welcome or welcome back. My name is Yu Wing. You can call me Yu Win or Win, and I'm so happy to connect whenever and wherever you're tuning in. So, this video is a video in my 90-day challenge to speak my truth and share my story. I use the format of videos on my YouTube channel. And I hope that you take a step to share your truth, your story in any shape or form, whether that is wearing that outfit that you have not found an occasion to wear it to, if it's showing up to a meeting in your authentic self, if it's writing that text message in response to a friend who seemed to have disappeared. Whatever it is, wherever you're feeling like your truth needs to be shared, I hope you feel and believe that you can take a step. And I hope that it moves you forward the way that these 90 videos has done for me. Um, yeah, it's been a very interesting ride. I think in some ways, doing these videos um, hasn't felt like it's changed much. Um, Maybe other than the fact that I have written less in my journals, probably because I have a different space to share those thoughts that I would normally be writing. Um, but I'm also someone who believes that sometimes it takes the impact some time to unfold or for the understanding to unfold. At some point, I realized that the truth that I need to speak might not be in this one way format, but that there's still a lot for me to do when it comes to speaking my truth in relationship and feeling like there is a point to expressing it to somebody else. What happens in these videos is it feels a lot like my online trainings that I do, where I'm on Zoom and there are people signed in, but their videos are turned off and their audios are turned off. And if I ask a question, no one responds. So there's no real feedback unless someone's willing to unmute themselves or if they share something in the chat, even that can be really helpful. Just so that I can gauge, is this information sinking in? Does it make sense? Are there any, ideas or questions that come up from it? And so I think that's why, for me, the process of recording and sub it's not submitting, but publishing these videos hasn't been an issue. And I don't think I had that issue before. I think one of the accomplishments of this 90-day challenge has been making the decision and committing to it without overthinking and then doing nothing. So I was really appreciative of the Renaissance Tarot and a video that they had shared where it said, just do it. And I was like, oh. And I heard it and I ran with it and I actually did it. I think a lot of the times there isn't a lot of action that I'm able to take or that I feel comfortable taking. And so that was the biggest accomplishment for me was like I didn't talk myself out of it. I didn't need perfect conditions to start and to continue and to finish, really. Um, so I think the parameters that I set up for myself really helped me to be able to complete what I set out to do. Um, there may have been, things that I didn't share fully. I realized that this is a public space, and I don't know. There is also a certain kind of energy that I wanted these videos to have, like a certain quality. So I didn't want to spend a lot of time like complaining or, berating things, especially things that, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm only experiencing reality through my lens and my lived experiences, um, which I think is an interesting practice in and of itself, to be able to say, this is my story, but it doesn't mean that my story is everybody's reality. So that was an interesting something that I noticed along this journey. And yeah, I'm still figuring out how to speak my truth in relationship. So that's going to be something I continue to do. And I had fun engaging with the different comments and seeing the few subscribers who were willing to share themselves so that I could see. I didn't realize that you can't always see who's subscribed to your channel. So that was an interesting experience. Yeah, it was fun to like read if there was a comment and to be able to respond and see, how do I engage with the community that is here and whoever shows up. That was fun. Um, I did really appreciate the Reiki that I did before I started the videos. Technically, I recorded and then did Reiki and then I cut it. Um, but I could sort of feel the sensation more strongly than I have before, probably because I was doing it consistently for, I don't know, maybe like a month or so, or maybe more. So that felt really good. And I hope to be able to find ways to continue Reiki and to channel it. Um, yeah, it's interesting. It's been an interesting adventure. It's been an interesting experience. And I think I don't have as many insights because it was mostly one sided, right? Other than my Rise and Thrive, who watched every one of my videos. Oh my gosh, thanks. And if they did not comment here, would also reach out to me in real life and check in on something that I may have shared. So I think because of that, I didn't have a chance to reflect as I went along. So again, it's possible that the insights will unfold as I, end this challenge. Um, mm, yeah. Mm, yeah, there's a gratitude, a thankfulness for you in showing up here. And I wonder if any of the practices that I shared are things that you may have tried or shared with others, or if any of the resources that I shared, were things that you may have been able to pass along. That would make me feel mm, Like the videos were not just for me to say things, but again, it's hard to know unless someone's willing to share. I think a lot of times too, it's probably how educators feel. Like in the very many workshops and trainings that I've facilitated over the years, it's rare to hear feedback, especially if anyone is able to do that quick reflection, right? Like if it's a one and done, if it's a one time where we meet each other and our paths will diverge, sometimes, within that time, you're listening and you don't have a chance to process the information to be able to say something and, comment. So um, I think it's rare to get feedback. Um, so I understand the nature of it. And yeah, I think halfway through, I done a poll or survey to be like, oh, what should I do at the end? And 50% said to survey the community. So I will. I just, I wouldn't want to continue to publish videos just to talk unless there's a reason, unless like there's an audience that finds value in it. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to add more noise to the already very busy internet. Um, so yeah, my sense is that I will stop publishing and I might make each one of these videos private so that I have access to them if I needed to. But yeah, it's been a maybe these videos were more of a journal for me as I've gone through this very transformative, exciting time of like growth. And I think any change that I've been going through is not necessarily because of this challenge, but that this is a record. So it will be probably really fascinating to go back and listen to these one day when maybe things have alchemized and shifts have happened and I'm like 10 toes deep in the new timeline or the new job, the new relationship, the new everything, whatever. So, um oh, I remember what I was going to do. Okay. So, in sharing that, I'm going to use one of the practices that I shared that I got from Finding Ohana. Um and it's starting with sharing uh I'm sorry for. So, I'm sorry for mm, I'm sorry if my videos were videos that you could not relate to. I'm sorry if the topics um, were things you haven't thought about or wanted to think about. I'm sorry if my spontaneous talks in each one of these videos did not bring any value to you. I'm sorry if I wasn't able to hmm, convey a clear message. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if my words were offensive or hurtful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it ever felt like a waste of time. I thank you for showing up. I thank you for checking in, even if you didn't finish a video. I'm thankful that you came across this video, and I'm thankful to be able to end my journey with you here. I'm thankful if you received positive energy. I'm thankful if you felt relaxed. I'm thankful if you took a step to speaking your truth. I'm thankful if you were able to raise your vibration just a little bit through any of these videos. I'm thankful for you witnessing my journey. Yeah. And then the last part is I love you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up for me. And if you want to share anything, feel free to leave it in the comments. Otherwise, this is me signing off. Um, you are deserving and worthy of unconditional love exactly as you are in this moment. And I hope that you continue to share your light. I hope that you continue to raise the frequency of yourself, your community, and the universe. And it's been an honor and it's been a joy. All right. Take good care. Okay. Bye bye.